happy with that. Of course, my dumbass would like that on there. So here's what we got so far. Right now, I've been waiting on this stuff to dry for a minute. Well, I know I ain't gonna get at least good simplex in here. I'll switch to Tahlequah. There. Dude, I have like no good spot to set my poor phone on. Or a mount. I need a mount. Oh, surely there's something in here that I can stick in that. Alright guys, we'll be right back. Hang on. I gotta get the faceplate. Okay. 13 is crazy, honestly. How is everyone's night going? Make sure this isn't too tacky. Okay, it's slightly tacky, but it's not enough to stick to anything. Okay. I've been working on this for like half the day. I finally met up with the local club, and this is my plan. I was gonna do this before. Come on. Go find that GMRS radio. These guys right here are handy for if you and a buddy might be like, if you guys are going to be chasing a storm together and your buddy doesn't have a license, he can use FRS radios. And they work. Phenomenal. Oh, come on. I probably wouldn't use Midland as a GMRS, but this was the radio I went with. I kind of find it to be overpriced for what you're getting for. I mean, it's a good brand, don't get me wrong. but I also find them to be overpriced. And I would have streamed this a lot more. Actually, I've built this entire console earlier this year. Not earlier this year. I've had this console for a while now, but I have to modify it to fit the radio in here now. Because I bought this bad boy. This is the Yaesu FDM500DR. And this guy up here is the Anytone 578. Both are 50 watts, but they put out a little bit more than that. But I wanted something that's really good for VFO, and so I bought that. This is fine for a VFO. I'm not as big a fond of it. I'm still trying to figure out this guy. It's definitely a learning curve from what I'm used to. Like these Anytones are fairly easy, especially once you get used to them. They're pretty easy to set up. This bit is actually itself a strip, it's not the screws, it's the bit. Make sure that's all nice and tight. But yeah, I finally met up with my local ham club. Might be getting some LMR 400 and a power supply for a base station, which would be really nice to have. Because I've been trying to get a base station, but you know, I don't have this. You know, I have whatever I can find. For a little bit, I used a computer power supply, which will work, but it's not clean. At least the one I was using was actually pretty dirty. And I'll do my best to pay attention to chat, so if you guys do comment, just give me like 5 minutes and I will give it back to y'all. I've just been trying to finish this at least before tonight, especially when it gets cold. And then everything on the inside. These fuse boxes right here, if anyone's curious, you can get these off of Amazon. They're like $12. They're not real expensive. They have a cover that comes over. It's in the truck though. I don't want to lose anything. And each one of these you can put 30 amps on. So, and that's more than plenty for radios. Considering that you really need, technically for 50 watts, 10 amps is plenty for it. But I have 20 amp fuses just because I don't want to risk blowing a fuse while I'm out chasing or something, or if I'm contacting someone on the radio. Also, I wanted to play with Fusion. I thought it would be pretty fun to get a radio that can do C4 FM. Even though I have something that does digital, C4 FM is very fun. It's pretty interesting to see C4 FM. Any ham questions? I don't know, there's 3 people. And yes, I know I haven't streamed in a while. I'm trying to figure out an alternative way, and I'm thinking I'm going to start using a cell phone over my camera that I used to use. I mean, I'm still going to have a camera, but it's going to be a different camera. Just because, you know, running a computer in a truck, I mean, I need a bigger alternator anyways. I need like a 200 amp. It's just power inverter, laptop. It's a lot that gets into it, and power inverters are pretty annoying to sit there and listen to the entire time. So that's why I want to do away with it and get it with the phone. I have stuff to mount it. just haven't tried it yet. And also because that camera's real old, you know, it doesn't pick up the same on the ISO sensitivity either. It seems to be about as angled as I can possibly get this radio. It looks definitely a lot better than it did, because earlier it stuck out about like right here, and so I cut this piece out more, painted it back over with spray paint, and I think that's pretty much it. I should have covered this side up just a little bit more, but I would actually paint the sides, but I don't have 5 hours to wait for this thing to cure, because I like having my radios. I mean, I have my handheld here, but that's kind of for if I'm outside the vehicle. These guys, both of them actually have repeaters built into them, so I can just crossband repeat, same thing. Transmit on one frequency, so it receives on one frequency and retransmit your broadcast on another, which can help if you step out your vehicle for an emergency or something and you need to. Your handheld ain't quite making it into the repeater. You can turn on crossband repeat, and so basically you go from handheld over to your radio in the truck, and then it'll transmit on another frequency, and then whatever it receives from the repeater will transmit back down to the other frequency you're using. But I think with one thing about crossband repeat, you can't have VHF on VHF, and I don't think you could do UHF on UHF either. I think it has to be VHF and UHF.
The time is 6 p.m. W5IAF.
Yes. This radio is actually more straighter than this radio. It's gonna bug the crap out of me, but it's better than what it was. I mean, the only way to fix that is if I actually like move it down, put this down here, but I wasn't very happy with it. I don't think I'd been happy with this being here and this being up here, just because the speaker on this radio has a front firing speaker, which is up here in the face, and this radio has a top firing speaker, and this radio has a bottom firing speaker. It's all over the place. I mean, you can get external speakers, but if you're just trying to do away with what you can do, then this would probably be your best bet to do. Let's go ahead. If the stream's choppy, it's my bad. I'm in a metal building. It's not very good for RF. Let's just say that. I think I can hit it. I'm thinking I can use those repeaters from inside of here on this handheld. If I use the directional antenna, it has no issue punching through metal. You might get some signal back, but nothing too crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and change this out. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna have to change that out anyways. Let me get some lights to the truck real quick, just because I can't pull it up into the shop. Got classic cars in the way. But the good thing about the phone, though, it's not really bad for streaming. If I can get this thing out, actually. But power efficiency is where it's at. But yeah, I've already taken everything apart in here. This thing, though, is much more sensitive to nighttime. That's one thing about having a phone as a camera. I should have brought that mount out here. Hang on, guys, give me a second. I'm just set this down here. Keep the phone charged. I really need to get that little suction cap so I can just like suction it onto the side so that way y'all can see. We got all this mess in here. This is for GMRS, and both of these go to the exact same antenna. Different sides, but same antenna. As y'all would be able to see up here. So that antenna and that antenna, that's the GMRS one that I use. These are some power leads right here. Hot. And then this goes to a power inverter. Let's see if I can improvise a full mount here without risking my phone falling on the ground. We'll call that good. Risky? Yeah. Do I care? No. I should actually go and get that mount. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go grab that mount. I'm gonna leave the phone in here. I'll be back shortly. If anyone asks, then just say it in the comment, please. Oh, okay. Apparently we lost contact somehow. Oh, come on. Oh my god, this stupid new iOS update, dude. It's ticking me off. Okay, that ain't gonna work either. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to figure out what to do with the mount. Really need a tripod, but I don't think that's gonna be exactly possible. Ooh, actually, I can nothing up here to the top real quick. I don't like how close these coyotes are, especially to the flock of sheep I have here. Hang on. Sorry about that, guys. I'm back. I don't know if there's any comments or anything. Not that I can see. I have a flock of a flock of sheep. And so I thought coyotes were getting after them. So I had to go and check with the pew pew as well. So alright guys, I'm gonna go grab the console real quick. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I got the console here that we got built. And now, we'll go ahead and do the hard part now. And that's reconnecting all my coaxes. It's not really hard, honestly. It's just time consuming. Because you want to make sure they're nice and tight so the collars don't slip back down and give you a bad ground. And if it's not properly connected, you could really screw your radios up. And I don't even want to think about how much money I have in these two radios themselves.
W5IAS.
Let's just say price is not cheap. I might put a different coax on that. But yeah, I might be, so back to the ham breakfast this morning with the local hams. I think one of them might be giving me some of their old stuff that they don't use or don't need no more. He might be giving me some LMR 400, which is actually a really good coax. So I might be getting some really nice coax for my base station. I really need to vacuum this poor truck out. I went ahead and put my flock up, by the way, so they're just a small number, but that's okay. Just so I know that they're safe, and because I shouldn't have to sit there and worry about it, whether if they're getting attacked or not. And it'd break my heart if they were, especially my friend, because one of them is her sheep. And so I volunteered to take care of it as long as she paid for his feed. And so, yeah, pull these guys out. Get out here, you stupid bug. I should have installed it differently. Just tuck that stuff coax right back under there, make it look nice and pretty. And go ahead and take my drill bit here out of my pocket. I hope it's still in there. I was darting as fast as I could. Oh shit. Alright guys, I'll be right back. I gotta go find it. Oh, never mind, it's still in my pocket. And now I go to the other side and take care of it. But I guess before we do that, we can go ahead and get everything else installed onto it. Like our power back onto it. There's that. Now we'll go ahead and pop this bad boy up on here. Ground on top. I wasn't very fond of the ground being up here on top either. So, just know, wasn't my choice. It's by somebody else's choice. Oh, just realized something. I didn't put my washer on that. Okay, now we can. This power fuse box here is designed to pull or do 100 amps, but I don't think I'll ever be pulling that much power off of it. Even with all these radios, because you can really only transmit about one on one single radio at a time. So I mean, it doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, that looks so much better in here. Doesn't look out there. I want it to be nice and snug, but not too snug. That's why I'm using it close to the ratchet, trying to get it as close as I can. It should be nice and snug as a rug and a bug on there. Or nice and snug as a bug in a rug. That's the best way to put it. Go ahead and get this guy started here. Oh, come on. Okay. It doesn't appear to be. I'm just going to do it the way I need it to. Oh, shit. Ugh. Good burp. Now that hot is not actually hot right now, which is the big red wire. It's there's nothing on it at this time. I have to go and plug the fuse in. I actually wouldn't mind putting a power switch on it, just so that way I can, if I could just turn it off. And that's the Tark W5 IAS repeater system, if anyone's interested. During severe weathers around Oklahoma, that repeater is handed over to to the National Weather Service, and DMR gets used more out toward Oklahoma City for that National Weather Service, which we still get them here if we need to contact them. Ah, God, I can't stand this bit. Poor thing stripped. It's not the screws, it's this drill bit. It's the culprit that is actually stripped. Yeah. Well, here's that spacer. That's alright. It's not like I got a billion of them. And we'll just go ahead and take our antenna here. Another type of antenna that connects to one of these other radios here is the GPS antenna. Very tricky little spot to put this thing on. Oh. Oh. I feel like this dash gets closer and closer. Kind of need this antenna for APRS beaconing. Otherwise, I don't know what a location is without having it in.
W5IAS.
Alrighty, guys. There's that. And I think that's everything. Now I just gotta go to the other side and screw it down and then make sure all my coaxes are nicely in. Oh, here it is. I was like, where's that screw go? I know I had it. Found it. Oh, don't strip out on me, you son of a bitch. Old ass tools. This whole console literally would have to break before it comes out, so. Okay, nice and solid. Alright, let's go ahead and get this wrench under here and make sure that these coaxes are nice and tight. All the way on there. Okay, that's all nice. That's all good. Okay, let's go ahead and plug her in. I know that might help if I pop the hood. Well, if it would have sparked, it would have sparked. It's got power in here. And we'll run a quick test on them. Oh boy, this thing is all intertwined with each other. Lovely. There we go. I do like this Yaesu microphone. I'm starting to more like it. Don't get me wrong, I always like my BO Anytone radio microphone here. It's a big freaking mic. Feels kind of professional. Technically, it is professional radio, but still. I'll just run a quick little test on it. We'll do one for, we'll just do simplex. That's DMR. Need simplex. Natural calling. You know what? That works.
Degree off, so I took her seriously. So yeah, I'm a firm.
Let's Echo Link. We'll just pop it down here. Wrong one. Kilo Juliet 5, Bravo Golf Quebec, testing. Okay, we'll flop this guy over to 446, and we'll pop this guy 146, 520 natural calling frequency. Kilo Juliet 5, Bravo Golf Quebec, radio check. Sorry about that, KJ5, VGQ clear. Okay, everything works good. This is upside down. I hear wee woos. Might be EMS, that's probably what it really is. Okay, that's not gonna go on. I'm gonna loosen it just a hair and fix it. Oh, I actually gotta replace this block. Oh, shit. Oh, they're cheap. Okay. All nice, neat, reorganized. Radio seems stable. Alright. I gotta find this. And we can, let's go down.
And 7 testing.
And 5 ROX. I started trying to figure out how to make it where that text is actually the big side and the frequency is the small side. Because I was told you can actually do that, but I just don't know. I don't know why that stupid song stuck in my head. I really need to vacuum this poor guy out. It's alright. Okay, I think that's everything. Hi. I thought I heard myself. I was like, what? The real question. Yes. Oh. What's off? See, it's easier to have a phone. I don't think this thing is gonna work. The way I'm hoping it would. Because I know that this guy won't particularly ride too well there, so. Okay. This might end up actually working somewhat decently. Guys, we're just kind of testing something. Sorry if it's like weird. I just want to try something out. Actually, no, that's worse. Just kidding. It's going to be stuck like this. can actually kind of see the buttons more easier. It's just water. I'm not worried about it. I can waste as much as I want. Because I just kind of like want to test something, guys. Run down the road. Okay. There we go, guys. Started doing better than the camera that we had. Guys, I'm thinking I'm going to start streaming with this phone. Recordings, honestly, I probably won't record the entire chase. What I'll probably end up actually doing is just recording bits and pieces and then just turning them into an entire video, like clips. Dang, I really figured that would have made it a little bit more sensitive. You know, this is a 14 Pro. I don't have that kind of mic. But I like the newest and greatest phone. Maybe if I had more support for the streams, you know. Now the whole thing's sideways, but it's okay. Just bear with me, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Thank you all for tuning in. I can't believe it's only 6:40, dude. I was thinking it was getting late. It's not right, dude, to be getting this late. Or be 6:49 and be pitch black outside. There's YouTube. Here it is, guys. Hang on. Bro. Oh, you know. Oh, dude, I just realized something. It's connected to the Bluetooth on the truck. Okay, audio should sound better. Okay, audio should sound better. I hope that fixes it. Okay. See, I need to get the SD card back. thanks for the stream. I'm gonna go ahead and end the live.